All right, we are back with another Pick'em video. It is Sunday, February 22nd in the NBA. We have a massive 11-game slate, and I got some plays that I'm really liking. A couple plays that I'm going to walk with you guys for today. So if that sounds cool, go and leave the video a like, comment something down below, subscribe if you are new, all those good things. Help YouTube push this out a little bit more. And we're going to start with our recap of yesterday's video picks, and then we'll hop into the plays for today. Jumping in the recap, like always, it was a minus 0.88 unit day, 2 and 3 in the video picks, and I'm starting with Jalen Green because, again, if you come here and you're like, okay, I'm taking the picks, and I come and you just look for the win-loss, you're probably like, oh, stupid read, Rich, Jalen Green sucked, 16 points. Yeah, he shot 26 times. That's the read on this one. 26 times he shot, and he shot 6 of 26, including the game winner in double overtime, so that we couldn't get triple overtime, and maybe he gets there in triple overtime. But yeah, of course, he hits the game-winning three at the buzzer, ends with 16 points. He also shot 2 of 6 from the free throw line. So really, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong for Jalen Green not to get this line. I love the read. I would go to it a million times over again if I saw the volume that he was going to get, and he just couldn't get it done. Same thing with Brandon Miller the other day. That's why I'm going lighter in the NBA today, especially first Sunday back from All-Star Weekend. These guys are already on vacation mode. They do not have their legs under them. A couple guys, Jalen Green and Brandon Miller, are probably partying it up. But yeah, I'm going a little bit lighter today, even though it's a massive slate. I'll probably attack the slate much harder later on in the day once we know injury news and things like that. But yeah, Jalen Green, that sucks. Amon Thompson, I saw a lot of people like, Jabari and KD are the best plays for rebounds. Amon Thompson had 10 boards in this game. I love the read, and we cashed the plus money. So we'll take that any day of the week. Jalen Suggs, we knew he might not play. He didn't play. Bam Adebayo over the threes. He only shot 3 threes. He did knock down one of them, and there was a lot of scoring for the Heat, but Bam never really had the volume, so I'd say that was a bad read because the volume was not there. Tyler Hero played, and Norman Powell and him were putting balls in the basket. Bam didn't have to do much on the offensive end. Jaime Jaquez Jr. under 4.5 assists. Tyler Hero played, and that's kind of the attack. We knew that one of these could win and one of these could lose. Very, very likely. They were not correlated at all. Jaime Jaquez cashes for us. Bam Adebayo doesn't, but they're both plus money. So we come out with a tiny, tiny bit of profit from those two Heat players. And then DeMar DeRozan under his 20.5. This didn't blow out till the fourth quarter. So DeMar actually played a bunch of minutes, which is good to see for him, but not good to see for us because he had about 18 points. I think he chipped in with 1 rebound and 5 assists. But that 1 rebound, along with Kelly Oubre, did allow us to cash our underdog slip, which was great to see. This is what I gave out yesterday. Underdog now giving 2-mans a 3.5x. Most optimal play on Underdog now. You don't have to chase 5 and 6-mans to be optimal. 2-mans are literally optimal. Check out Underdog. Link in the description down below. Using code RichPicks, you get $5 or $75. Play $5, get $75 on Underdog when signing up using my code RichPicks. So definitely take advantage of it. 2-mans optimal. Nothing better than that. So I'll put in Props Madness to start talking about our first play here. Props Madness is awesome. If you want to check out Props Madness, link in the description down below. 25% off your first month. Let them know that I sent you there. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. Best visual research tool out there for player props, 100%. First play is going to be Desmond Bane. Over his 17.5 points, minus 120 is the play. This is a weirdly low number. Maybe it's because they know Desmond Bane was partying last night, but he's been one guy that doesn't look like he's been partying. He's been hooping since he came back, especially 34 points against the Phoenix Suns in a matchup that I wouldn't say was all too great. Here against the Clippers, it is pretty dang good. Good above the break threes. He can do some damage in the paint or whatever it might be. They're locking it down pretty well. But this Clippers team looks a little bit different. They got Brook Lopez down there rather than Zubac. But I like to see that guys that play similarly, guys that have the same player type analysis as Desmond Bane, doing pretty well against this team, even recently. Reed Shepherd's had 2 good games. We saw Maxey have a good one. Positionally doesn't look as good, but I think Desmond Bane without Franz Wagner is, it's kind of like more like these guys that are showing up. Reed Shepherd, Tyrese Maxey, they can get to the rim and they can volume shoot at any given night. So Bane coming off a huge game. Last time he had one of these 30-point games, he came in and shot decent amount of times. Next game, 17 shots. In this one, 25 points against the Spurs. So the Clippers defensively mediocre in a lot of categories, but if you can knock down some threes, that's going to be huge for us. And again, this line just looks too low. He's been cooking without Franz Wagner lineup over in 75% of the last 20 games. So that's what I'm liking. Potentially no Jalen Suggs too. Desmond Bane, do it again. 17.5, way too low. Moving to play number 2, it's going to be Karl-Anthony Towns to get some rebounds and assists. He's got a great matchup to do so against the Chicago Bulls. They give up a lot of rebounds, they give up a lot of assists, and that's a great recipe for getting some rebounds and assists. Karl-Anthony Towns, one of the best rebounders in the entire league, and there's a big read here, and I had it the exact same time the last time they had a back-to-back, and it's because Mitchell Robinson typically does not play on back-to-backs. I don't think he's played in a back-to-back all season. We can go to games without Mitchell Robinson this season. Karl-Anthony Towns absolutely crushing this line in 78.6% of games. He's gone over this, but he's absolutely flown over this in a lot of these games. So I think you could absolutely ladder up his rebounds if you want to do that. I'm just going to go to the rebounds and assists because it's a great assist matchup too. 54% of his assists come right at the rim. They're ranked dead last in terms of allowing assists right at the rim, so that's good. Vucevic, Claxton, and Duren all going over their rebounds and assist line pretty handily against this team most recently. So with all those trades, the Bulls just got even worse at allowing rebounds and assists, which is great to see. So without Mitchell Robinson, this is looking awesome, and that goes hand in hand with back-to-back sets because, again, Mitchell Robinson barely ever plays back-to-back sets. Maybe he did here. I'm not exactly sure, but typically he doesn't, and we'll see if he goes out there and plays tonight. But if he does, he can still get there for sure. Again, the games with Mitchell Robinson. With Mitchell Robinson, he's still over in 55% of the last 20, and that doesn't include, these perfect matchups like he has against the Bulls. So I'm not overthinking this one. If Mitchell Robinson sits, that's going to be awesome. We're going to get great CLV on this line. If Mitchell Robinson goes out there and plays, I think he can still get there because this is such a great matchup. So Towns, 14.5 rebounds and assists. Loving this line for play number 2. Next play I'm liking here is going to be Luca Doncic to record a double-double. Good thing about Luca, he can get there with the rebounds or he can get there with assists. And I like this price tag, plus 135 on BetMGM right now. He's over this in 55% of the last 20 games, which is great to see. And also Austin Reeves and LeBron will be in there, which we'll see is a good thing. I first want to point out this because there hasn't been a guy that's gotten a double-double against the Celtics in terms of guards recently. But going through this entire list, there hasn't really been any. None of these guys are double-double threats on any given night. Literally looking through the entire last 15 guards to play the Boston Celtics. So I did some research and I found Denny Advia and Jalen Johnson, both kind of guys that are point forward kind of dudes that can get triple-doubles, double-doubles. And I looked at Jalen Johnson's last game against the Celtics, and he did pretty dang good against them. 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. So he got the double-double. This was about an 11-point game against the Celtics. And then Denny Advia in a close game as well, also got the double-double here with 24, 7, and 10. So the rebounds were high for Denny Advia. He got the assists. And then for Jalen Johnson, the rebounds were high, and he didn't get the assists, but he also had a lot of assists. So good to see Denny and Jalen Johnson both getting doubles against this team. But now let's take a look at these filters with LeBron and Luca in the lineup. Luca's over this in 63% of games, which I do love to see in terms of minutes if we want to see like a closer game, because this is a very close spread, 1.5 point spread. And expected time with these guys on the court, 30 to 40 minutes. He's over this in 7 of 8 games, getting a double-double. So love to see that also. And I also like to see Luca's kind of been dealing with an injury, but he came back after the All-Star break, played 38 minutes in their first game, and he had a double-double in that game, a huge one, 38 points, 6 rebounds, and 11 assists. So love to see Luca here, plus 135 against the Celtics. I'm liking our chances. And then moving into the final play of the video, it's going to be Ryan Kalkbrenner for the Charlotte Hornets to get some points against the Wizards. He's got a textbook matchup. We talk about the Wizards all the time. They're pretty much a textbook matchup for everyone, but really specifically centers. And the Wizards don't have Alex Sarr down there, so they're even worse down low. 28th ranked in terms of restricted area defense. That's where 88% of Kalkbrenner's shots come from. Within 10 feet, that's 99% of his shots, and they rank 29th there. Let's see a couple centers going against this team recently. How about 22 points for Jay Huff, 18 points for Potter, 15 points for Jay Huff again. Claxton hooked, but then everyone else pretty much going over their line and absolutely crushing their lines at a lot of these guys. 19 on a 9.5 line for Sharp, 14 on a 12.5 line for Reynard, 28 points for Ayton. They make him look like a really good center. So Kalkbrenner, not a huge scorer, but I think he's just got such a good matchup to do so today. And of course, we got no Diabate and no Miles Bridges. So Kalkbrenner is going to get some time. 36 minutes in the last game, 30 minutes before that. Those were both close games, and they might really love his matchup today. He's a young dude. They want to be playing him a little bit more, and they're going to need him without Diabate especially. So if we're going to get 25 plus minutes, the hit rate starts to go up, obviously. I believe he's probably played these guys before this season, but yeah, I didn't get there. But 16 and 22 minutes, no Alex Sarr. I think that's why the line's so low. But again, I'll take my chances on any center against the Wizards right now. And this is not an official video pick, but if you wanted to go to a play in the early game, I like Aaron Wiggins to grab some boards. -102, pretty good price tag and a 70% hit rate. And the matchup's not amazing, I will say. 14th in terms of rebounds allowed. The Cavs have been great. They're making the Thunder here underdogs, but the Thunder don't have J-Dub or Shea or A.J. Mitchell or Caruso. So we should see some minutes for Aaron Wiggins. He's been getting a decent amount of time. 19-point win. He played 28 minutes. 20 minutes here in a 17-point loss, 27-point game here. There haven't been any very many close games. Here's a 9-point game. He played 15 minutes, 26 minutes, 38 minutes. So his kind of minutes are all over the place. A lot of blowouts here too. But RotoWire's got him projected right now for 28 minutes. If he's going to get 22 to 32 minutes, the hit rate, especially recently, especially with all these guys out, has been pretty dang good. Again, not an official video pick, but if you want to get some action down on the early game, this one should be a good one. Aaron Wiggins, I like his rebounds potential. So that'll do it for me in this one. 4 official video picks for you guys. I'm going to run through the recap in just a second here. I'll definitely attack the slate more later on in the day. But a couple things to shout out real quick. If you guys are not on Underdog, highly recommend checking it out. It's one of my favorite DFS platforms out there. Actually, my most profitable DFS platform of all time. And they just absolutely changed the game for DFS. Hopefully other platforms take note. But you can sign up for Underdog using my code RichPicks. You play 5, get $75. So definitely take advantage of that using my code. But they also just changed their payout system to make it so 2-mans are now pay 3.5x rather than 3x. And 3-mans pay 6.5x rather than 6x. And if you care about any of the math, which you should if you want to be a profitable sports bettor, that now makes them, actually 2-mans, the most profitable, optimized type of entry, which is awesome because typically 5 and 6-mans are the most optimal slips. That's fine, but you're just not going to win as much. You don't see those wins coming as much. So it might be like tough to swallow when you lose a bunch to wait for that, optimal 5-man or 6-man to hit. But now you can run 2-mans as your most optimal slip type, and 3-mans are not very far behind. So the math checks out. It makes it so you can just run a ton of plays on Underdog, which I absolutely love to see. So definitely check out Underdog. It's my most profitable DFS platform of all time. I'm up about 202 units on it. And you definitely want to check out Underdog. And how do I know I'm up that much? Well, it's because I use it's because I use Pickett. If you want to sign up for Pickett, it's a free bet tracker for you guys to use. It syncs to any sportsbook, FanDuel, PrizePicks, Underdog, BetMGM, Bet365, Fliff, Rebet, whatever you're on, it's going to sync to it. And when you use my code RichPicks when signing up for this free app, by the way, $3 or $100 when you sync that for a sportsbook. They just PayPal or Venmo you, no strings attached. Absolutely awesome. So definitely check out Pickett. You want to be tracking your plays, want to know if you're winning or losing, and Pickett's the way to do it. So what I've always used, and lucky enough to partner up with them, and they give you guys a little kickback your way and a kickback my way when you use my code. So there it is, 4 official video picks. We got Desmond Bane over his points, 17.5, suspiciously low, I will say. He's been hooping and coming off a great game. No Franz Wagner, potentially no Jalen Suggs as well. Karl-Anthony Towns to get some rebounds and assists, 1.5 unit play. Do not do this very often. I'm absolutely loving this because I think he can get it with Mitchell Robinson because he's got a great matchup against the Bulls. I think he can do it especially without Mitchell Robinson, and he might pop up in the injury report at some point today. So 1.5 unit play, very rare for me to do that. And people always ask about my favorite plays. If I could pick one favorite, it'd probably be this Towns play. But all of the plays I give out on YouTube are always my top plays. I don't really have a favorite specific one typically, but yeah, these are all great plays. Really loving the Towns play. Luca Doncic, triple-double, plus 135 price tag. Loving this against the Celtics. Ryan Kalkbrenner over his 9.5 points against the Wizards. Just a very cushy matchup for him to go out there, hopefully score some points, and he could be getting some extra time without Diabate. I'm not going to run through the full breakdown of the games because I want to go watch that Hockey USA game, or Hockey USA, Canada USA game. First period just ended. USA is up. Should be a fun one. Hopefully you guys are tuned into that. I woke up a little bit earlier to get some action on that. But that will do it for me. Yeah, so no breakdown. Typically, I go through all the games. There's a lot of games today. There's a lot of uncertainty on a Sunday after the All-Star break. But yeah, I'll attack the slate later on. If you want access to all my plays, I do have a Discord community. Link in the description down below. I'm giving everyone 50% off their first month. It's $10 for the whole month. And again, you get access to all my plays. You get the video picks early, and you get access to every single slip I give out. That would include Underdog slips, which you should sign up for. And PrizePicks and Betr, all those DFS platforms, as well as all the straight plays that I put out there. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck all your plays. There's a blizzard coming to me. Hopefully I have power tomorrow, and everyone stay safe for that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.